Hi Year 10s, in this video we're looking at gradients of a straight line. And so when we define a gradient, it's very straightforward. We just define it as rise over run. And what that means is the amount that you go up and the amount that you go across to get from one point to another. So let's look at a couple of examples here. So this first one is asking us to write the gradients of these lines. So if we just look at where our first point starts and where our last point is, if we count our rise to that point, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So if we're writing our rise over run, we could write it as 5 on top. And then our run across here, if we count those squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our run is 5 as well. And simplifying that fraction, 5 divided by 5 is 1. So our gradient of this line is 1. So I'm just going to write m equals 1. The reason why we use m for gradient is because g we use for other things. Just get used to writing m for the gradient. Okay, this one here starts here. We'll go along to where it crosses again. And so if we count up, we've got a rise of 4. So rise over run is 4 over. And then counting across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our run is 6. So we just need to simplify that fraction, and that simplifies to 2 over 3. So in this diagram I can write m equals 2 over 3. Okay, we'll quickly go through our last example, and this is asking us to draw a line that has a gradient of 3. So for this we simply choose a point to start with, and we go up 3 and across 1, and there's the next point. And we can repeat that pattern again, up 3 across 1, up 3 across 1. Once we've got all of those, we use our ruler to rule those lines in, and there's our line with a gradient of 3. So gradient's pretty straightforward, just got to remember that rise over run, and I'd like you to do exercise 13.03 to practice this. Thank you.